the only reason why I made it is because it was my birthday, so I couldn't diet that day, huh? Hey guys, in this video I tell you the story of July getting to know Greece. It was September, so my sister's turn to surprise me with a birthday vacation. And she chose Kos. Kos is a small isle of Greece, and we were so excited because we both never been to Greece before. We had to drive with the train from Stuttgart to Hanover, and at that time I was translating some words into Greek. You know, every country I visit, I try to learn some words in the native language, and Greek was so difficult. I just remember saying thank you, efkaristo, and you're welcome, parakalo. So as we arrived at the airport of Hanover, my sister got more and more nervous. She's always nervous before and while flying, and I really don't understand it. For me, flying is such a magical thing. We always try to get some seats next to the window so we can enjoy this adorable view. Someone who's really important to me says, sometimes it's better to change the perspective. And the perspective from the sky, looking down to the earth getting smaller and smaller, and to see all these landscapes and the cities and the countries, is such a really magical thing for me. I love to just stare outside of the window and get lost in my imagination. As we arrived, it was like coming into a lost place. We had to drive with the bus to our hotel, and looking outside was really finding another world. There was such a wildly nature, only some ruins, and it took a time to arrive into the more populated area. My sister did a really good job because the hotel was beautiful and next to the sea, so we could enjoy the next view, seeing the horizon. And our first day we spent with just walking around because we had not so many hours left. And yeah, the next day we rented a scooter, which was really fun because the scooter was very high and I couldn't come down with my feet, so my sister had to drive. And the roads of Kos were full filled with these potholes. My sister was driving like through every one of it, and I was sitting on her back and held myself like that, just trying to don't fall down. So we wanted to visit a very nice beach, which is more outside of the center. And yeah, the weather was so fine. We had almost 30 degrees and the sun was shining. So my sister spent the whole day swimming in the sea, and I was just laying down and enjoying the sun. The next day we wanted to find out what the center of the city was about, so we were walking around together and yeah, shopped in the small shops where you could get some jewelry and all that stuff, which is really nice for the tourists. And then we walked beside a shop where many aquariums were standing, and do you know those small fish who nipples on your feet? We've never tried that before, so we said, let's do that. And yeah, we were trying to put our toes into the water and the fish was coming directly, which was so tickling. And the shop owner, she was not looking very amused. She just came with a face like that and put our knees into the water. We were like, okay, I think she doesn't have the nerves to do that 20 times a day. You know, you have these crazy girls that were laughing all the time, and yeah, she was not really looking amused. but we still had fun. So the next day it was raining so bad that we decided to drive to a mall. And yeah, you can imagine it, like we were driving still in those potholes and a bus driver was overtaken. And he put such a huge wave of water over us that we were wet to the bones within a second. This water was really dirty and we just had it in our mouths and said, can we please take a shower? But at least we were driving to the shopping mall so we could change our clothes. The next day it was my birthday, so we wanted to do something really special. We decided to drive out with a boat and they promised us to see some dolphins. So we were driving out and lay down in the sun, just enjoyed the view, the endless horizon. And after a while, the boat's owner was screaming, "The dolphins, the dolphins!" So I was running on deck, looking like that and thought, okay, where are they? You heard so many people screaming and laughing, and I still don't know if I saw some. We were driving around and after forgetting these dolphins, we were just looking outside and the water was so clear that you could see all the small fish swimming inside, which was really, really nice. We anchored at a wonderful beach which was surrounded by many cliffs, and there we had a small barbecue. And the boat's driver said, if you want, you can just jump from the cliffs, the water down there is deep enough. My sister and me, we were just looking at each other and yeah, my sister said, let's do that. So she was walking on those cliffs and just jumping inside. There were many men walking also on the cliffs, just looking downstairs, and then they were coming back. But for all of you who have brothers and sisters, you know, if your younger sister is jumping, you also need to jump. So that's what I did. Just look.
Ich nehme auf. Ja. Ging mir auch. Halt einfach deine Nase zu, das ist so ekelhaft. Locker. Locker. Nimm einfach ein bisschen Anlauf, so wie ich.
Honestly, that was the jump of my life. I was so nervous because you had to jump that far and I was never good at athletics. But you know, the only reason why I made it is because it was my birthday, so I couldn't diet that day, huh? So we spent the whole day driving around, and after coming back to the hotel, we dressed up to have a really nice party night. We were going outside and found such a great location where we danced the whole night and had really much fun. One song was played from 50 Cent, It's My Birthday, and my sister was just lifting me up in the air and singing, it's her birthday, it's her birthday. So I remember that very well because we had so much fun and danced the whole night. After coming back in the early mornings, we found 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and then we decided to spend one last day at the wonderful beach, swimming, reading, and just relaxing. That was really, really calming. And yeah, after that, it was time to say goodbye. Coming back to cold Germany, that always means like you need some more jackets. So So much for today. Bye!